Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the October 19, 2023 meeting of the Mount Carmel School Board. If we could stand, say the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Moment of silence. Thank you. Please be seated. Roll call.
Mr. Valiant.
I'm here.
Mr. Berezovsky.
Here.
Mr. Becker.
Present.
Mr. Brett. Absent. Mr. Gonzalo.
Here.
Mrs. James present. Mr. Muldowney.
Here.
Mr. Meno.
Here.
Mr. Zach. Absent.
All right, a motion is needed to amend the agenda to add item number 7 under new business to expel student state ID number 887251361 for 45 days with follow-up recommendations. Motion so moved. Motion, Mr. Valiant. Second. Second, Mr. Berezovsky. On the question? Roll call vote.
Mr. Valiant.
Yes.
Mr. Berezovsky.
Yes.
Mr. Becker.
Yes.
Mr. Brett absent. Mr. Gonzalo.
Yes.
Mrs. James votes yes. Mr. Muldowney.
Yes.
Mr. Meno.
Yes.
And Mr. Zach is absent.
All right, announcements, Mr. Cheddar.
Thank you, Mr. Renner. Just a couple of quick announcements from the superintendent desk. Just a reminder to our learning community about some end of market period dates. Next Wednesday, October 25th, will be the end of our first market period. On Thursday, October 26th, will be an Act 80 early dismissal. And next Friday, November 3rd, report cards will be sent home via our student information system. Also, next week, we have our first trunk or treat event, and I'm sure our administration in the high school will talk a little bit more about that later on in the meeting. Also, a reminder, it's hard to believe it's that time of year where we already have to prepare for 2- and 3-hour delays. That schedule is updated, including updated bus schedule, which is found on our main website. And finally, I'd like to thank Mrs. Malsevich, Mrs. Lockie, our 2 elementary guidance counselors, and SCI Cole Township Superintendent Tom McGinley and the Triumph organization. Last week, myself with Mrs. Malsevich and Mrs. Lockie were privileged to attend a luncheon at SCI Cole Township, and the Triumph organization donated over 30 pairs of sneakers to our students. It was a great cause, a great relationship that our school district has with SCI Cole Township. And again, we truly appreciate their support. And that's all I have at this time, Mr. Reno.
All right, thank you, Mr. Cheddar. This time, we'd like to recognize some Student Merit Award winners. We'd like to start with September's with Hobie 40, and Mr. Gonzalo is going to read that.
Thank you, Mr. Reno. Mount Carmel Area Board of Education Merit Award winner for the month of September is Junior Hobie 40. He was nominated for the Merit Award by Mrs. Munger, who said, "Hobie is a student who is kind, caring, considerate, and is willing to help anyone when asked. Already this year, Hobie has helped our learning environment in a couple of ways. He has helped 7th graders one-on-one with opening their lockers during homeroom period. He also assisted the school-wide positive behavior team in teaching how to appropriately behave in various locations around the school. When walking in the hallway, you will always see a smile on his face. Hobie has a great work ethic, which shows in his academics and in the sports he participates in. In the past several years, working during track meets has given me the opportunity to see how Hobie's sportsmanship makes him a great role model for not only his teammates, but for his opponents. Hobie has made a positive impact on our learning community and should be recognized for his tornado pride. Hobie is a part of the varsity soccer, basketball, and track and field teams. He is also a member of MCA Live News reporting. His interests include playing sports and being with his family and friends. Hobie is the son of Michelle and Jason 40 of Mount Carmel. Hobie, if I may add as well, if we were to go to school all year round, I think you'd probably be playing 2 or 3 more sports. Since you're obviously very adept at all of them. And I've followed you closely, and you've done a great job in representing this school district as well as Our Lady of Lourdes. So congratulations to you. And my only claim to fame on all of this is I believe that I graduated with both of your grandmothers.
Yeah.
So you know how old I am, but that's all right. Obi, come on up here, congratulations.
Thank you.
I want to thank Ms. Monger, first of all, for nominating me for this award. And I want to thank my teachers and coaches for pushing me to be my best, and my parents to be there to support me through all of it.
All right.
Right.
Thank you. Our elementary student merit award winner is Damian Boylan, and Mrs. James is going to read that one.
Hi, Damien. How are you? It's great to see you here. Damian Boylan is the Mount Carmel Area Board of Education Merit Award winner for October 2023. He was nominated by Mrs. Lazecki, and she said, "It is with great joy that I nominate Damian Boylan, fourth grade student, for this month's Merit Award. Damian is a wonderful student and classmate. He is well behaved, respectful, and kind to everyone. He is the type of student that reminds me of why I became a teacher. He truly is a pleasure to have in the classroom because he sets such a good example for the other students. Although Damian comes across as quiet and reserved, his actions speak louder than his words. He is quick to assist others and always does what is expected of him. I can ask him to run an errand or help a classmate, and he does so with a smile on his face. We need more kids like Damian Boylan. He is a true example of tornado pride, and no one deserves this award more." Damian is involved in many extracurricular activities. He plays football for the Coltmont Cougars, baseball for the Mount Carmel VFW, and wrestles for the MCA elementary team. Damian plays the trumpet in the elementary band and also enjoys fishing, playing video games, riding his bike, and hanging out with his friends. Damian is the son of Cassidy DeMarco and TJ Boylan, and he resides in Mount Carmel. Damian, it is my honor to present you with the Mount Carmel Area Merit Award for October 2023. Congratulations. You can say something if you'd like.
I just want to thank Mrs. Stefanoski and Mrs. Lizuki for nominating me as the 2023 Elementary October Merit Award winner.
The high school merit award winner for October is Trevor Grady. How do you pronounce it? Grady? And Mr. Brecker is going to read that.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Mount Carmel Area Board of Education Merit Award winner for the month of October is sophomore Trevor Grady, who was nominated for the Merit Award by Mr. Cuddick, who said, "Whenever one thinks of the best traits of a model student, the ideas of leadership, politeness, and a focus on academics balanced with extracurricular activities come to mind. 10th grader Trevor Grady has exemplified those traits every day since he started in my class. His dedication to completing his classwork and participating in class discussions, as well as his cordial demeanor, shaped him to be a model student. Dedicated to his game, Trevor ensures he tries his best at golf, practicing frequently and striving to improve. His pleasant personality and his desire to do well in both sports and academics certainly make him worthy of the School Board Merit Award. Trevor is an honor roll student and a member of the Junior National Honor Society. He is also a member of the golf team. Trevor's interests include golfing, playing backyard football with his friends, and playing video games. Trevor is the son of Claudine and Anthony Grady Jr. of Marion Heights. So on behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations.
I'd first off like to thank Mr. Cuddick for nominating me for the award. I also like to thank my parents for striving to push through all my academics, and thank you to all my teachers that helped me through all my academics.
Parents, congratulations to you too for raising such fine young men. So we should applaud the parents as well for this. You guys are welcome to stay for the rest of our meeting. It's very exciting, but if you'd like to go, you're welcome to leave at this point. That is really up to you. And we are not as exciting as we are. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations. All right, a motion is needed to approve the minutes of the September 21, 2023 regular board meeting.
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Gonzalo, second. Second, Mr. Valiant, on the question. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Motion passes. Is there a PTA representative report? No. Right, any guests desiring to speak to the listed agenda items, state your name and address. Anyone online, Mr. Trefsker?
No online comments.
All right. Administrative report, Mr. Cheddar, Superintendent,
Nothing additional at this time, Mr. Reno.
the principal's report.
Thanks, Mr. Reno. You guys hear me okay?
Yep. Mr. Demansky?
Yep. So just giving the high school report this evening. First marking period is wrapping up on Wednesday, October 25th. We would like to thank all of our students and teachers for all of their hard work during the first 9 weeks of school. Report cards for marking period 1 will be posted on Friday, November 3rd. We began our winter Keystone focus groups during activity period this week. Those exams will take place in early December. We would like to thank our Keystone teachers for all the extra time they'll be putting into this to help prepare our students. The guidance office hosted a college fair on Tuesday, October 10th. There were over 20 reps in attendance at our school from colleges and universities, the military and labor unions. So I'd like to thank Mrs. Nestico and Mrs. Venois for coordinating that event. Good opportunity for students in 11th and 12th grade. The high school will be hosting Trunk or Treat on Wednesday, October 25th at 5:30, with several school groups signed up and also community groups. Thanks to Mr. Cheddar and Ms. Niglio for helping to coordinate that. Veterans Day Assembly will be held at the high school on Monday, November 13th. And would just like to take a moment to thank all of our office secretaries, maintenance staff, and aides as they have helped get school off to a great start this year at MCA. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Demansky. Elementary school?
Kind of just to piggyback off of the end of the marking period at the elementary school, we will be sending report cards home on Friday, November 3rd, and posting them in the student information system. On Thursday, October 26th, that's our Halloween parade at 9:30, weather permitting. Parents may attend. Our FAST program started on Tuesday, September 26th. We have 8 families participating. We had a reading under the lights program activity. It was for parents and students at the stadium. It was our Title I parent engagement evening activity. We had a great turnout. Thank you to the teachers who volunteered their time, as well as Cassandra Niglio and Brookheim and the cheerleaders. Title I breakfast was held yesterday. Mrs. Francis talked about what school-wide Title I is, and shared tips on how to make your child a better reader. Also, thank you to Mrs. Smith for your help with this event as well. This is a PTA. I just wanted to recognize Elizabeth Sechrist, the president. The book fair is back since COVID, and it's going very well. Our parent night was very busy from the time it started until the end. Thank you to the local fire companies, the VOTEC class, and Emily Barnhart for educating our students on fire safety during Fire Prevention Week. Evangelical Hospital continues to come in and do health-related presentations. And lastly, our Veterans Day program is Monday, November 24th at 9:30. Invitations to veterans and active duty service members were sent home with students. They are invited to attend and be recognized and sit on the stage with our students. That's all.
Thank you, Mrs. Stefanowski. Special Education Director's report?
I just wanted to highlight 2 things that are for life skills. In the elementary school, our life skills students went to Warrocks for a field trip this past week. And then also our life skills in the high school to go along with how lucky we are to have a TV studio here at Mount Carmel area. They're doing, it's called the Life Skills of the Month. So they're with MCA Live in the morning with the news. They're producing with them. They're picking now this past month they did hand washing. So the kids in Life Skills room are working with kids on MCA Live and producing a little bit with them where they're showing this, like I said, this month was proper hand washing, so they're just teaching, it'll be a different skill each month, so came out pretty nice. So keep an eye on school news every morning.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Edmondson.
Yeah.
All right, maintenance report, Mr. Brosh?
Yes, on October 9th, we turned the chillers off and drained them down to prevent freezing. We switched the valves and fired up the boilers to provide heat district-wide for the cold nights and winter season ahead. The sprinkler system has been winterized at the stadium using a compressor to make sure all the water is out of the lines to prevent freezing during the winter. Up in the high school library, accordion wall has been installed, dividing the room in half, that now also serves as our guidance office. At the stadium, we installed pedestrian fencing to replace the construction fencing used in the previous years. This is a nice material and seems to be working well. The gym floor finish has arrived, and the recoating of the gym floor process will begin on November 21st during the Thanksgiving break. And lastly, the water fountains throughout the district have been getting opened up slowly and getting things back to normal. Also, while getting them up and running, we have been installing filters as well. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Brosh. Athletic Director's report.
Good evening, everyone. Our varsity cross-country team will be participating in the PNWA District Cross Country Championships, which are being held next Thursday at Bloomsburg University. Our Lady of Lourdes Co-op boys soccer team will also be participating in the district playoffs, which will be held at a time and place to be determined. Our football team will be playing their week 8 football game against Shikellamy tomorrow evening at Shikellamy, and they will be participating in the annual Coal Bucket festivities next week prior to the Coal Bucket game, which is next Friday at Shamokin. Festivities will include varsity cheerleaders, senior football players, and selected band members traveling to nursing homes to perform a pep rally for residents as part of their annual community service activities. The annual bonfire event held at the West End Fire Company in Coltmont next Thursday following their Halloween parade, and a district-wide pep rally beginning at 1:30 in the high school gym next Friday. Our varsity girls soccer team will conclude their season this Saturday with a game at Sullivan County. We would like to thank and congratulate the girls as well as Coach Josh Burns on his first season under the helm. Our junior high girls basketball team started their season this evening with a game against Monroe area. A reminder to any athlete who plans on competing in a winter sport but did not participate in a fall sport and does not have a physical to please stop in the athletic office for paperwork. And finally, we would just like to thank our trainer, Tom Swaldy, who has done such a great job as always attending to our athletes this fall season.
Thank you, Ms. Neglia. All right, moving on to athletic items. Motion is needed to approve athletic items 1 through 7 as listed.
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Baldownie, second, Mr. Gonzalo on the question. Roll call vote.
Mr. Valiant,
Yes.
Mr. Beresowski,
Yes.
Mr. Becker.
Yes.
Mr. Britta is absent, Mr. Gonzalo.
Yes.
Mr. James votes yes, Mr. Muldowney,
Yes.
Mr. Reno.
Yes.
And Mr. Zach is absent.
All right, motion needed to approve financial items 1 through 4. Motion,
Motion.
Mr. Brecker, second, Mr. Valiant on the question. Roll call vote.
Mr. Valiant,
Yes.
Mr. Beresowski,
Yes.
Mr. Becker.
Yes.
Mr. Britta is absent, Mr. Gonzalo.
Yes.
Mrs. James votes yes, Mr. Muldowney.
Yes.
Mr. Reno.
Yes.
Mr. Zach is absent.
All right, is there a Mount Carmel Area Education Foundation report, Mr. Cheddar?
We are meeting next month in November, Mr. Reno, which is the November 16th meeting. And also a reminder to our community that our latest brick order should be placed by our playoff game. We're hoping to get those in our hands by early to late next week. And again, get that in for by the latest, the second playoff game. So that is all I have at this time.
Okay, thank you. All right, under new business, we did add number 7. Let me read that for you again. Number 7 is expel student state ID number 8872513618 for 45 days with follow-up recommendations. So motion is needed to approve new business items 1 through 7 as listed. You have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Baldownie, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Beresowski on the question. Roll call vote.
Mr. Gonzalo.
Yes.
Mrs. James votes yes, Mr. Muldowney.
Yes.
Mr. Reno.
Yes.
Mr. Valiant,
Yes.
Mr. Beresowski,
Yes.
Mr. Becker,
Yes.
Mr. Beresowski.
Okay, the personnel items, motions needed to approve personnel items 1 through 8 as listed. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Gonzalo, second. Second, Mr. Valiant. On the question. A roll call vote.
Mr. Muldowney.
Yes.
Mr. Reno.
Yes.
Mr. Saxon. Mr. Valiant.
Yeah.
Mr. Beresowski.
Yes.
Mr. Becker.
Yes.
Chris Thompson. Mr. Gonzalo.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, are there any public comments or questions at this time? Any online, Mr. Trexler?
There are no online comments.
Prior to adjournment, I would like to call an executive session for personnel items.
Okay.
No, we just go in, what did I say, at 7:26, Donna, is that what you?
I had 7:25.
Okay.
Okay. All right, 7:25, we're entering into executive session, so.
I guess we could probably adjourn because I don't anticipate us taking any action tonight.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion
That way we don't have to hold
Okay.
Gary and.
Motion to adjourn, Mr. Muldowney, our second.
Good night. Good night.
Second, Mr. Gonzalo, there, voice call vote.
All right, who did
Yeah.
that? This,
Yeah. Muldowney, one Gonzalo, second. All in favor? Aye.
So
All
yeah,
right.
we are adjourning, but we still should keep track of executive session, Donna.
Okay.
so we
Right.
call the executive session now.
This is the
personnel committee only?
No, the entire board.